how's it going? Still got Ty Christian here from Lords of the Trident.
How's it going?
And we're going to do a real quick one here for you today. This is 5 ways to not completely suck on stage. Number 1, don't stand still. I mean, like, I remember I was judging a Vaughan Battle of the Bands in Toronto there, 4 or 5 years ago. And the singer in the one band, he's just like this and just stood there on the monitor and didn't move. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to send you to Germany to compete on the world stage representing my country when you're just doing this. I mean, come on, man. Have you even, videotaped your show and watched you guys?
Super, super boring. I know you're used to spending your time on stages the size of a postage stamp, but when you get to Vaughan, you can actually run and get winded on the stage. So, yeah, you got to fucking move.
Exactly. And if you're not moving, you're not entertaining anybody. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is why shoegaze died out. Oh, we need a shoegaze revival. No, we fucking don't! Number 2, rehearse your moves.
You've got to rehearse your stage moves, especially if you're doing them with bandmates. And when I say rehearse your stage moves, I mean do it at rehearsal. Don't try to rehearse it 5 minutes before you take the fucking stage.
But Ty, I'm gonna look stupid at rehearsal if I rehearse my moves there. Everybody's looking at me.
No, that's the point. Nobody's looking at you, so you can look stupid.
Are you saying the bass player's opinion doesn't count?
I'm saying the bass player's opinion does not count. As a lead singer, the only opinion that counts is mine.
Okay, fair enough. So now what do you mean by stage moves? Like what should we be doing for stage moves? Give us a specific.
Yeah, so one really easy thing to do and one thing that's really, really impactful is to sync something on stage with you and the rest of your band member, even if it's as simple as going back and forth. Judas Priest did that excellently, and everybody fucking loves it. We do a thing where we have a giant flag and we bring it down to up to, and you might say to yourself, that's dumb, that's gonna look stupid. You're doing it in your basement and it feels dumb. And then you get up on stage and everybody's like, oh my God, they're a band, they're a unit.
But everybody's just gonna be mesmerized by my 8-string.
No, nobody cares about your stupid 8-string. The only thing they care about is you interacting with the audience and how good your songs are and how good you are on the stage.
That's not what the guys on the forum said.
Number 3, plan out at least 50% of what you're gonna say on stage word for word and let the other 50% come from the power of gin and tonics.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, perfect example of that. Go see Steel Panther play. Okay, those guys are brilliant. The interaction they have with each other on stage. You can tell they sat down and wrote these lines and they're incredibly entertaining. Usually have to do with making fun of the bass player. Wow, I wonder where they got that idea from.
Yeah, if you plan your stuff out night to night, right? If you watch bands, if you follow a band on tour, you'll see that the things that they say on tour are pretty much the same night to night. And there's a reason for that. It's because it makes you look confident. It makes you look good. It allows you to fake charisma when you're having a bad day, right? And then if you leave space for some things to come naturally, then when something hits, when you say something and you're like, oh shit, that was great, I got to remember that for next time, then you have 50% space to throw that in for next night, right? So you can keep your stage banter fresh by doing it that way.
You just got to make sure you get a great big piece of gaffer tape and put it on the stage and write down the name of whatever city you're in. Because last thing you want to do is, hello, Toronto, when you're in Ottawa, or, that's something similar to that, because that has happened. I mean, I remember reading this in Kerrang years ago, Megadeth, when they played the Marquee in London for the first time, Mustaine had a great big London, taped right to his pedal board. You know what I mean?
Hello!
Yes.
London!
Yes, exactly. So there is a reason for rehearsing this stuff, but if you have the lines figured out ahead of time, yes, your show's going to move that much better, because you're not always the best when you're improvising. As I've experienced in here, watching lead players with the lightning fingers, do amazing take after take after take and blow all of your minds. And when you said, and if you just said to yourself, what bands, Glenn? Yeah, that's my point exactly.
They call me a master of many things. The one thing I've never been able to master in all these thousands of years on this earth: fitted sheets. How the fuck? Fitted sheets. I can never figure out how to get those goddamn fitted sheets to fall.
Number 4, look at the audience.
Ugh. It's full of people.
But isn't it better if we just stand around and we all look at the drummer while we're playing?
No, you must.
But so many bands do it.
Yes, and they suck. And they're terrible. You have to look at your audience. You have to engage with the people.
I'm offended by that.
Well, great.
Okay, but being offended is currency these days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Look at your audience. And hey, some of you might go like, well, I'm afraid. I get stage fright. Here's a tip. If you can't look somebody in the eye when you're singing at them, look at the top of their head, right? For them, it looks like you're looking at the guy behind him. And the guy behind him thinks you're looking at the guy behind him, right? So it still seems like you're interacting with the audience, even if you're just looking at somebody's hairline.
Yeah, exactly. I would agree with that. I mean, I can think of one time when I used to sing in a band about the one time I really did get stage fright. I don't know what the hell happened. I was, going along, and then all of a sudden it was like something hit the brakes in my mind, and all of a sudden I'm an idiot. And all you guys are going, yeah, like that's changed at all. Anyway, point being is, sometimes you can have that happen, and what you got to do, you just got to dig deep and keep that show going. And if that means looking over people's heads, it still looks like you're looking at them, but it's enough to get you through to the next song. And then, you can headbang or do something else and try and get that confidence back, especially when you've got the rest of your bandmates supporting you. That's much easier to do than when you're up there by yourself just addressing the audience.
Exactly.
And then this one's really important, and I can say this from experience. Interact with your bandmates.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can't interact with the audience, okay, cool, you're having a stage fright moment. If you can't interact with the people that you spend 8 hours in the van with, I mean, that's just sad. That's just sad, right? If you're having a moment and you look over at the guitarist and he can't give you a little bit of oomph back into your brain, then you should probably get a new guitarist.
Yeah, the other thing I'm gonna say about this is if you're gonna do something wild on stage, maybe run it by them first.
Oh, I feel there's a story involved with this.
Yes. Okay, I used to back when I used to sing in a band, we used to, buy cans of silly string and whatnot, and, run through the bar and shit like that. I remember, one day we got a little crazy, and the guitar player's doing a solo, so I hosed him down with silly string as he's playing a solo.
Oh, no.
And it looked great, it really did, but he got really pissed off about that after the fact. He wanted to kill me after the show. I'm like, dude, it was for the show. Chill the fuck out. Have a sense of humor, you cranky bitch.
But on the other hand, if you are that guitarist in that situation, and specifically if you're in a band like Lords of the Trident that uses a lot of pyro on stage, you're going to get your hair singed from time to time, so don't yell about it. You know it's coming. Come on.
That's the other thing. But, okay, word to the wise, yes, don't do pyro and silly string at the same time.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
That's
look that up on YouTube if you haven't seen it. That's bad and hilarious.
Yeah, or for the record, yes, birthday parties, cakes with candles and silly string too. Big no. Don't look that one up. Oh, oof. Yes. Anyway, yes. All right, so interact with each other. Try paying attention to the audience. Try talking to the audience. All that good stuff. Just do it safely. And all this comes back on what you've got coming out right now. And what is that, Ty?
We've got Own the Stage. It's a masterclass in vocal performance and technique. We're not only going to teach you how to sing well, we're going to teach you how to perform well as well. So check it out. Own the Stage at Spectre Academy. It's an amazing, amazing course.
Yeah, it's normally $149. We've got it on sale right now for only $99 for extremely limited time. Links for everything are in the description below. Go check it out if you want to get some more great advice like this, not only on how to sing, but how to interact with your audience and the people coming to see your show. At the very least, your mom's going to be impressed with the improvement you make.
Very good.
Hey guys, before we go, just want to break in here and let you know that the sale on the course ends tonight. It's only going to be $99 for the rest of the day, and then it goes back up to $147 at midnight. So if you want to get this course at a massive discount, now's the time. Yeah, I was going to say, have you ever had an instance like that of stage fright on stage, like where it just all of a sudden something just goes wrong?
I got the stage fright beaten out of me. I was 10 years old, and it was my first piano competition ever. I walked into an auditorium, empty, completely empty, except for 3 identical 80-year-old German women who are about 5 foot tall, and they all had clipboards. I was in an empty auditorium, and I was like, I'm 10 years old. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and I'm like, and I'm playing the piano, and I'm scared out of my mind. And I got through it, and I left that auditorium, and from then on forward, nothing has been anywhere near as scary as those tiny German ladies. And so that completely cleared my stage fright for the entire rest of my life.